Okay. Look like we're in episode number 3, and I am being consistent. Happy Father's Day. I am Ray Mason, still here after 5 years of riding on that MGUS diagnosis. Man, I look back on how this journey has went, and I am one happy dude today. Just spent the evening with my son, one of them, the other one's at work, but had a great day, man, and I just wanted to get on and be consistent with my commitment, and don't want to get real long-winded today, but I was engaging with a lot of different topics earlier through the day, and I just wanted to share a little bit about my gratitude and how happy I am to be here to share and encourage and stay in the journey of better health and better mental health as much as better stomach health. And I found that they go hand in hand, and I've been really working with that whole get down, and I'm loving life right now. So with that being said, my topic of the day is going to be absentee fathers. Absentee fathers. I got a chance to ride in that channel for a little while after a mistake I had made. Some financial things fell out of place, and I'm not gonna get real deep in that stuff, but it caused me to be a part of a divorce, and my sons suffered the most from that whole get down, and I had a rebuilding process to go through, and here I am living by myself. And I was explaining to my son today that this was the first season in my entire 62 years of living that I had did this journey of living in a location by myself. You know, the dorms and the military and all of the roommates and girlfriends that I lived with and aunts and grandparents. But now, for the last 5 years consistently, I've lived by myself, and that's a big step. So explaining that to my son today was kind of different, but we had fun talking about it, and everything was a great day. Back to the main thing, absenteeism. Going through this program with T.I. and a few other people, several million viewers saw the thing, so I'm probably sharing with a lot of people who saw what I saw. So with that being said, man, it was quite a topic, and the young lady that was trying to defend her position regarding not being a Republican or a Democrat was like me, not seeing either administration handling their business. So I really like how the program was going. I just hate that we couldn't agree to disagree, because there is so much tension going on, and the young lady saw exactly what I see, and that's why I'm sharing with it a little bit today. I want us to grow into the full understanding of how the economic system works, how our school systems are failing the inner cities, how fathers being out of the home really affects the whole dynamics of how that community is going to be functioning as a whole. And the platform that she rode on so heavily was around social services and what their guidelines are regarding how you keep that woman single and struggling with this little cheese right here. And the guidelines, man, it was a lot there. I've been seeing that forever, but you know, started my day out like this. My brother from prison, been in there 17 years, first person to call me today and give me greetings on Father's Day, because I consistently have taken his calls for the whole 17 years. I've had missed little seasons in there while I was keeping myself together, but I'm that dude, his older brother, and looking forward to him getting out over the next couple of years. But with that being said, the justice system has a lot to work on. And I don't want to get into his whole case, but the number of years that he has done for his case is crazy. But all of these things are a part of why I don't vote today, and how I've come to this place where I see our system as being something that we can only fix with economic empowerment. And because that is so challenging when you've got a mindset that you have just set up, it's fixed. It's fixed in our communities. And to get a lot of people to see things differently is where the work is at. Because you can't get anybody to change anything until you can get their minds to receive new information that will help them set plans and goals and have determination to do something different, and be willing to follow someone taking them in that direction. You know, my goals are so lofty right now around human development. You know, I've got a vision for a foundation that I want to see manifest before I'm able to transition out of here. You know, my earthly journey will be over, but starting a foundation that's going to groom young men and women to be entrepreneurs, getting them branded, is what my final goal is in this whole journey. I want to build a nice, strong foundation, and it's going to continue to educate around finances and branding them and setting them on a course in business that's going to really bless me to see thousands of millionaires come out of something that was in my head. I see that, you know, in all of the things that I'm practicing around envisioning and setting your plans and your goals and your vision. That is where I started at with that. Then I came back and I started. So now everything I'm doing is moving towards that vision of producing millionaires, branding individuals to be huge. Because if all of them become millionaires, then my legacy part is really done. Because all I want to do is show my children and my siblings that my idea was not just an idea. It was something that God placed inside of me, and that only I could bring it into manifestation because it was mine, you know? And so that's how I get up and give myself to the camera, give myself to emails, give myself to chit-chatting on Facebook, and, you know, reaching out to see if somebody reaching out to get at me. Because I know that I got greatness in me regarding the people that are gonna get healed with the products that I use. Man, what I use is the bomb. I ain't got no pain. I ain't got no complaints on Father's Day 2020. Nothing to complain about. Self-sustaining, entrepreneuring, loving life, and waiting day by day to see what God gonna do in the next hour, the next day. That's it, man. And it's so rewarding. And it's rewarding. So I just wanted to get on for a minute and share that. And I opened up the whole gate of absentee fathers. I went into the prisons and I look at how all of that came into manifestation with prisons and the justice system and all of these things that cause the dynamics of our neighborhoods to be what they are. But in all of that, God gave me enough wisdom to move around certain traps. And it wasn't all wisdom. It was a lot of prayer from siblings and the elderly that was giving me leadership and guidance, and people saying, oh, he don't mean no harm, let me pray for him, and then that whole thing of God take care of fools and babies, that has been on my life my whole life, man, and once I got out the baby mode, I jumped right into that other part with the fools. So, but thank God for restoration of the mind and restoration of your visions and goals and determination. And to receive is to have again. And as I receive all that God has for me, that means I'm having it again because God had it for me all the time. Because I'm out of Him. I don't want to get too deep with y'all. We're gonna stay on this rhythm right here, where y'all know where I'm at, how to understand me. Loving God though. Glad to be in another Father's Day. My boys love me. I believe that with all my heart. They doing some things that I know that I was responsible for around, little stuff. I don't want to go into that. So I just want to see more young men and young women be healed because their dad's absence is not all his fault a lot of times. And our communities and our systems have a lot to do with our challenges. I was always faced with these different decisions. I made some good ones and I made some bad ones. Believe me, I made some bad ones. But I was always weighing and always in my own way praying that I was making a pretty decent move. But they wasn't all good moves. And let me say this. I'm grateful that I made it out of some of the snares that I had been caught up in. I'm really grateful for that. And all I can do is encourage as many people as I can right now, because I look at the medications and all of the bad eating habits and all of that same stuff as snares and traps to steal some of the years that we got. Some of the time we got to spend with our children, and I'm getting around some of them obstacles right now by, doing a really good job with making some decisions in this season of my life and motivating to try to have an abundance of wealth, an abundance, so that I can be of service and help as many people as the seeding the atmosphere will bring. And I plan on continuing to seed the atmosphere until, it's going to be a long time, because I feel so rewarded in this part of the journey. I don't want to, say anything more than what Dr. Monroe and Jim Rohn been telling me about becoming is really, really happening. I mean, I'm feeling that I'm right in that zone I'm supposed to be in regarding character, regarding leadership and the message of making sure that you are okay and prepared for the questions, prepared for the one-on-ones of encouragement, because there will be the need to uplift and encourage, because you'll remember where you were at, just like remembering where I was at in pain. That same journey is in building an individual's mind and showing them how to watch this money, how to get into the accounting role, how to get into all of the things that's going to teach him how to keep most of the money he makes, so that he can have the best decisions around having the most amount of money that his value has brought. To go out and make all of this money and have it all go back to the same people that gave you the opportunity to make it, but they end up with 60, 70% of it. You end up with 30% of it, lost all your time, walk away with 30%. That's a bad deal, player. All day long. So I ain't gonna get into that part. I'm on here just to say Happy Father's Day to all the brothers like me that made it through. I'm blessed. I'm still here. I didn't do no penitentiary time, thank God, because it definitely, county jail don't count for me. It ain't like penitentiary. That's what my brother told me. So I ain't trying to miss. He can tell me everything. I don't want to go see. So I want to say to all of us that's out here really trying to be a part of our children's lives, stay encouraged, stay on top of you. Give yourself more days. Give yourself more chances to redeem, receive, and become. All I know is I receive everything that God got coming at me right now, because I love the fact that I believe that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And sharing freedom from one perspective, pain. I know I'm a deliverer in that area, because I got delivered. So it ain't about me laying hands on nobody, but I can sure put you on a journey to freedom when it comes to getting out of pain. And that I do know. Just as strong in my system as Dr. Sebi giving me the leadership and the guidance in every one of these properties that do it. It ain't us doing it, it's the properties in these products. Good mineralization, good irrigation with watering yourself like you a plant, man. You should take on the living being of being a plant, watering yourself, nurturing your mind, feeding, all of these books and stuff that I do on audio and all of this studying I'm doing. All of that ain't nothing but fertilizer. Just fertilizing all of this great barren soil corners of my mind. Yeah, man, I'm serious. I'm really happy too. I'm on here for the third day in a row. Had it for 365 days in a row. 3 out of 365. And it's just like anything else. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And all I know that if I stay true to what I'm doing, I shall achieve like those who told me that did the same thing before me. Because I am just as valuable to my God as them. I just know that. My value is unbelievable from the things I'm reading and learning. So I stay true to just being the royalty that God created me to be. Loving Him first, loving myself, so that there would be an overflow, so that I could show that to brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews. It's a wonderful thing. I have done something real special while I've been in this journey over the last 5 years, and that was build this blog, RayMasonBlog.com. And I just want to say that I'm calling it Diabetic Central. It's a location that is set up under my title called Kingdom Builder, because that's what I am from the heart, based on the way Dr. Miles Monroe talks about what a kingdom builder should be doing for the manufacturer, the guy that put me together, set me off onto earth. Him, my manufacturer, King of Kings. That's the one. So I talk about him from that perspective, and then I try to do according to some of the things that I've learned. And I'm really trying to do according to all the things that I've learned, but there's only some of them that I'm getting really good at. Making myself available to the call on my life to help people get out of pain is just it, man. You know, he didn't take me through the drugs, the alcohol, the chronic